Islam and greetings all. Princeanaelbey, Divine Prince of the Divine Theocracy of the Moorish Science Temple of America through Temple Alhambra. And I pray that you all are doing well, particularly under these circumstances. I'm compelled to inform you that times are not going to get better. But for you as a people, I want you all to understand just how great and mighty you truly are. Now, while I am you and you are me, there is a difference. The difference being, I am archetype. You are prototype. The must and the measures will be on you. And I'm going to prayerfully give you some inspirational word and news that should assist you in the days, in the weeks, in the months to come. Now, from what we know, and we get our knowledge from the secret keys that were held back from the world until the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, on his worldwide trek, got them and gave them back to the countries of Northwest Africa, in particular, those governed in the realm of the Moorish Empire. And what we read from our sacred scrolls is this. I want you all to understand what it is I am about to do for you. I'm going to confer these degrees upon you so that you will know, so that in the coming times you will have a much better idea of who you are and the things that you can do to continue to weather this worldwide storm. And from our holy scriptures, we read that time never was when man was not. Now, what that means is you have always been. You have always been. Meaning that when Allah thought of us, there we were. We were there with him. And by we were there with him, I mean you were there when he created the different races and tribes of giants. You were there when Noah got his orders to build that boat and to go about the world collecting as much technology of the day as he could get his hands on before he took the firmament that separated the waters from the waters of the deep, and the waters rose. That is how the world flooded. And for a time, the waters remained. And he put the firmament back, which separated the waters from the waters, and the waters receded. You were there for all of that. You saw all of that because you have always been. Now, our scripture goes on to tell us that if the life of man at any time had began, well, quite naturally, according to universal law, a time would come when it would end. Yeah. And because you never had a beginning, there can never be an end to you. There can never be an end to you. And here's why. The reason is the thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. That means you don't need to underwrite it, you can't override it, and there is no way around His word. His word is law. Period. It cannot be circumscribed. Now that's His word. His thoughts, you couldn't even successfully attempt to go that way. It would not work for you. This wouldn't work. Because, He's pop. He's pop. And another reason is because no finite mind can comprehend those things which are infinite. And that is another truth. All finite things are subject to change. And remember, I conferred this degree upon you. Change is the only constant in the universe. Yeah. Yeah. Because all finite things will come to an end. They will cease to be because there was a time when they were not. See, something had to not be before it could be. Case in point, the Studebaker Wheel Works of Indiana. The doors are still open today. I'm glad to see that Studebaker made it past 100 years. Only they don't make, the cars they make are not called Studebakers anymore. But they started out as the Studebaker Wheel Works. They made wagon wheels. But as far as people know, there is no more Studebaker automobile company. Because they were out of sight, therefore out of mind. And they had a beginning, and people think that they had an end. You see? Those things that were not, could not. And by could not, I mean live forever. Which is not the position you are in. You are man. You are man. The bodies and the souls of men are finite things. You don't get to wear these meat sacks once you're done with them. And you don't need your soul anymore. And basically, I've explained to you how it was that you came to be here in the first place. Now, again, the bodies and the souls of men, they are finite things. It means you won't need them anymore. There'll come a time when they will end for you. And they will change. Now, from the finite point of view, the time will come when they will be no more. And that is how the finite mind operates. That's how the finite mind operates. And it's okay. It's okay. And later on, it's going to explain to you, the scripture's going to explain to you how it is you came to be as wonderful and magnificent as you are. Our big thing is getting you to Learn that about yourself instead of taking in what someone else says you are. That's not you. That is not you. That is someone else's idea of you. Okay? I'll be right back, and we're going to get into this. All right. See you in about 10.